Imagine you're a kid again. You remember when you're a kid and you thought to yourself, man, wouldn't it be great to be free, to do whatever I want and have money to do whatever I want with? I would do anything to get that kind of money. I would work 150 hours a week, never sleep until I got it. And when I had it, I would take everyone on trips, give my mom as many rides on the Ferris wheel or the roller coasters as she wants. It would be a blast, they would love me, and I would show everyone how much I love them. We would all be worn out all the time with faces full of chocolate, as they say. Forward. You were willing to do almost anything when you were a kid. And as you got older, a little smarter in some ways, you realized that you had to have somewhat of a balance. You can't work 150 hours a week. The reality is, things just don't have a whole lot of money involved with them, whether you're successful or not. And some of the more lucrative opportunities either take skills or a network. The 1% rule, some people say, the top 1% get this, the top 1% get that. But there's 1% of 1% of 1%. That's where our story begins. Because with the kind of people that, when you're at the top, of course, getting ready to compete instead of looking for the best line to take, that will keep you as safe as possible, mitigate your downhill as much as you can so that you not only have a high likelihood to finish, but also finishing and looking good while you do it. You don't take that road or that route or that line. You always know that yourself and your challenge, because that is what and who you are. You take the hardest, most severe, highest risk, most terrifying line that you don't even know if you're going to survive or if you're going to actually complete it. And that's not extreme sports. This is exactly how it can be. It can be the same way in business, just without the fear or the exposure to loss of life. Although somewhat argued that as well had people supposedly jumping out of windows during the crash of the stock market in the 30s. The point is, we all have a certain je ne sais quoi. That abundance is somehow limited, that risk is a bad word. And that opportunity is as rare as finding gold in a Colorado River stream anymore. There's gold, but there's very small, minute amounts of it left. There's no big golden nuggets anymore, not like they used to be back when Idaho Springs and Colorado brought in a third of the precious metals. And abundance back then was expected. The mentality that came with it has somehow been lost to time and hidden like treasure. Now, for the moment, our current time is the most abundant time in human history. At least the history we know. If you have $1 million in the bank or know someone who does and you are supportive of our cause and without committing anything except raising your hand on our behalf, you can potentially be rewarded financially. Just schedule a call. Are you ready to step up to the plate? Ask yourself, am I willing to support a good cause without committing a dime, but supporting it with a little time? This isn't about making a donation, but about making a difference. Show your support for our cause by just raising your hand in our favor. We are not asking for your money, but your time and influence. And in return, we promise you a surprise that could potentially be financially rewarding. Is it a treasure, you ask? Well, why don't you find out? Contact the person who shared this video with you for more information. We hope to see you there, stepping up for a cause, standing tall for a belief, and reaping rewards you never saw coming.